Yeah. We'll be mamshich over here. V'hinei b'china zu nikra derech havaya. The Alter Rebbe was explaining the pasuk mi yitnech ochli, that there is some in the madrege of the Yidden during the time of the Beis Hamikdash was on a much higher madrege, and we're asking that you should be kochli, that we should be like in those days, we should be ochli yonk mishdei imi. The Rebbe began to explain that there is two madreges, the madreges of a Baal Tshuva and the madrege of a tzaddik. Sometimes we find that a tzaddik is considered to be a higher madrege, as we say, "V'amech kulam tzaddikim," and we say that Hashem nimlach b'nishmusem shel tzaddikim. So it seems like the tzaddikim are the greater madrege. But then we also have the saying that the mokim shabal tshuva emdim ein tzaddikim gemurim micholim lamed shom. And the Alter Rebbe started to explain that a tzaddik is a derech Hashem, as it says by Avram Avinu. And he says that we need a derech for Hashem to come down from the level to Shevim Kol Almim into the level of Maluk Kol Almim. So that's called the derech, the pathway of Hashem. What is the pathway of Hashem? What is the derech? That's the tzedakah. Tzedakah is the idea that it takes you from the higher madrege to the lower madrege. So now we'll continue. So this level, nikra derech havaya. That's called the derech havaya. That's the way of havaya, the way havaya comes down. So he starts to explain. The hainu kikol mitzvah yesh lo gimul levushim. Machshava dibur u'maisa. There are three garments. Every mitzvah dresses up in the three parts: thought, speech, and action. That's where the mitzvah done. The mitzvah is done take in Maisa, a lot of mitzvahs, but it also dresses up in the machshava and also in dibur. V'hinei hahamshocha milmaylo al yidei hamitzvah. So the hamshocha that comes from above through the mitzvah, liyos lapsus machshava b'machshava, b'dibur b'dibur, u'maisa b'maisa, to bring down the Eibishter's machshava into the level of machshava, from the machshava of the mitzvah into the machshava of the person, the dibur and the dibur, and the maisa and the maisa, so that it should be b'chol nafshecha, b'chol meidecha, that encompass the person fully. How could we say such a thing, that we're being mamshich the machshava from Hashem into our machshava? Agam diksiv, even though the pasuk says kiloi machshavei seichel chulu, meaning that Hashem's thoughts is not the same like. So how could we say that the Eibster is mamshich his machshava to our? The Rebbe explains, when do we say that Hashem's machshava is not our machshava? Is when we don't follow, when we don't have the derech havaya, we don't follow the rachechem. When we have, so he explains, in kol zeh, although, notwithstanding the fact that the pasuk says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts," Harisiyim b'sefer dekra, but he concludes over there in the end of the pasuk, "V'loi darchechem dracha," your ways are not my ways. So the Alter Rebbe explains it, that when do we say "Loi machshavei seichem," my thoughts are not your thoughts? That's only if your drachim are not my drachim. Your way is not my way. Kloimar, to say, when is your thought not my thought? Is only kishadrachechem loi drachai. If your ways are not my ways, that's when your thoughts are not my thoughts. But if your ways are my ways, if your ways are like my ways, then my thoughts can be like your thoughts. So what does it mean that your ways will be my ways? So what does it mean that your ways are my ways, and then your machshavas will be my machshavas? Hainu liyos derech havaya. That is for yours to have the derech havaya. That it should be the pathway of Hashem. So that is liyos halimud lishmo al yidei hatfila tchila. So that the study that you learn should be for the sake, should be lishmo, and that is al yidei hatfila tchila, through first davening. Ki machshava tluya b'dibur, because the thought hangs on the speech. In other words, that the speech and the dibur are connected. The machshava hangs on the speech, which means ki efsher ledaber b'li machshava. Cannot speak if you're not thinking. So the thought hangs on the dibur; they're connected together. The alkain, and therefore va'osim dvarai b'ficha, and that's why Eivishter says, "I put my words in your mouth." If we get the Eivishter's dibur, we get dibur b'dibur, which is the slapshut dibur b'dibur, umemela yigam machshove b'machshove. Then automatically would be the machshove also machshove, since the dibur cannot come without the machshove first. And memela, when we say that the Eivishter speaks to you, so then it means that the Eivishter's machshove is in you. So you have machshove say machshove seichem. So we need to have darchei bracha. We need to have the derech havaya. We need to have lishma. We need to daven first. Once you daven first, then you have the Eibishter's machshove, because the pasuk says dibur, but dibur comes together with machshove. What are these three levels? Gimel b'chines machshove v'dibur u'maisa. Hainu gimel olam biyah. That is the three worlds of biyah. Shegam ba'olmin dipruda. That also in the worlds of separation, which is the worlds of biyah, yumshach gilui ein sof baruch hu, should be extended the revelation of the ein sof baruch hu. So that's why we have the three levels of the world of biyah, to bring down the Elokus into all the worlds, into even the worlds of separation. He says Toimosi, that it should be my twin, just like the Eibishter above in the higher worlds, in Atzilus. It should be also Tamosi, my twin. The Eibishter should be also in the worlds of Yah. This hamshocha, to bring down into biyah the Ein Sof, the Gilu Ein Sof, that's the idea of mi yitencho k'ochli. Let it be like my brother, so we'll breathe that also in this world we'll be a brother, because we'll have the same madrega as it's in Atzilus, that there should be down in the worlds of Biyah, that there should be the revelation of the Shem Havaya below, Azai Nikra Ka'achli, then it's called like my brother. Why? Because we're all equal, because we over here in Biyah have the same experience as it's in Atzilus. As opposed to when it is not revealed, it's not ke'achli, it's not that, it's not when it's not, but it's not like a brother. At that point, it's not like a brother. It's only like a brother because we experience the same in Biyah as in Atzilus. So, and this is also the meaning. The pasuk continues, nursing from the breast of my mother. And that's like a way of example. Kimoy al yidei hayinika nizgadol havlad b'chov daled choche hanika. Just like through the nursing, the baby increases, grows during the 24 months of nursing. Mashalo yizgadol b'zeh b'chol dalet chadoshim acher. He will never grow as much in other 24 months. These are the greatest increase takes place in the 24 first months of the baby's nursing. This increase, the growth during the nursing, is not comparable, not relative to the growth in the rest of the life of the years of his life. So it's a much greater increase. Kain hu liyes gilui shem havaya baruch hu lamata. And that's likewise when we talk about bringing down the Ein Sof Baruch Hu lamata. This is Yonk Mishdeime Ka'achli. This is a tremendous increase. This is a tremendous hagdola, a tremendous growth. And that is Kimema Shahoyo B'tchila Leis Machshova Tzvisa Bei. The fact that it was no thought can grasp Hashem, which is the stimu, the whole stimun. It's hidden of all hidden things, totally. The Eibishter was beyond, above, and he was totally obscure. Stimu, the whole stimun. Yisave liyes hagdola, that should bring about the increase. Liyes mizgala lamato, that it should be revealed here below. Liyes bechinas that my thoughts would be your thoughts. Ba'ayin ba'posik b'parsha zina resh tzadik vov amad aleph al posik v'shodai kimid gdolis. V'zeu mi yitnech ke'ochli. That it's the me. Me is normally translated as the who will give you, but here he translates it as me, the level of me. What gives you the koyach? That's the me. Dahainu shebechinas mi hu oiseli kol zeh. It is the level of me that does all this. The me is Yitnech. I am a parshas vayichi daf reish lamed zayin beis al posik mi yikimenu mi yirpelach. Over there, it teaches also the word me. Ba'ayim ashakosu al posik v'ato yigdal no be'inyan. Hashem mi yamid. Again, there's the word me over there. Similarly, we can say that's what it's written. The portion of Eschana, it says, Mi yitain v'hoye levavim zelahem the yiruchulu. Again, it's the idea of the mi yitain. Bechinas imi. So here we're saying, Yonek yitenk ochli, Yonek jday imi. So what is the level of imi? Yonek jday imi. Bechinas imi, well, derech moshul, Aim habonim smecha. That's by way of example, as we say, imi is aim habonim smecha. That is the level of shubechinas simcha. That's the level of simcha, the level of joy. Al derech moshul, just by way of example, k'moi hasimcha lo nasa al yodo shum toisus v'izchadshus achayis. When you have simcha, it doesn't bring any addition or any renewal of the vitality. It doesn't bring down anything new. What it does is it expands and it moves it, movement of the energy. In the beginning, it was sort of shrunk, squeezed. And that's the way that it becomes the expansion. So basically, through Yonex Deimi, that when you bring down the Yinika from the level of the Soif that comes through the Simcha, it has to be through Imi. That the Simcha. Simcha doesn't do it, it just expands and brings the Ein Soif that was in Atzilus, it brings it down into Biyah. Further, that makes the union of Hispashtus. Further, the next pasuk over there, the English says, I will give you to drink from this spiced wine, from the good wine. Which means that nichnas yayin yotza soid gila l'kuschulu, which is the same idea as we're saying. When the wine enters, a secret comes out, and that is gilu elikus, the revelation of godness, chulu. I am ashakosu mizeh b'dibur hamaschil, shoyis osis b'havaya, or b'dibur hamaschil havaya libais. B'zehu ve'eye shashuyim. And this is what it says, that I was like the playthings that yom yom misachekes lefonov, that day by day the Torah sort of rejoices before Hashem, and also we say v'shashue as b'nei Odom, that it also rejoices and makes the shashuyim, the play for the human. The hainu beis shashuyim. Shashuim is the two levels of Shashuim, and by Yidei Nase his galus lamato v'Shashuim b'nei Odom, and that's the way it also becomes from the Shashuim, from the Ein Sof, from the Shashuim. It also comes down to become the Shashuim of b'nei Odom, the rejoicing of the people, the plaything for the people. The Torah comes down here in Biyah. So it's also the meaning what it says in the pasuk over there. It says, "Anahakcha aviacha el beis imi telamdeni." So I will lead you. I'll bring you into my mother's home. Teach me. Betchila hamshocha lebchinas ema bina. So first of all, comes the hamshocha to the level of ema, which is bina. So you have to be mamshich from the higher level into the level of bina, into the level of ema, to the level of bina. So there's hamshocha milamayla to bina, v'achar kach, and then afterwards hamshocha misham lamato mibchinas imi, and then from there it goes down to below, from the level of imi, sheyiyah dira b'tachtoinim, so that there shall be a dwelling place here in this world. So that's the Amshocha. So you go first to base imi, to be mamshich to the level of bina, and then from bina it comes down to Amshocha and biyah. Okay, nemar, and that's why it says the loshen tilamdeni. That's why he uses the language, teach me. Lamdeni, teach me. Ki imi hu b'chinas Torah shebal b'ksav. The level of bina, the level of imi, that's the level of Torah shebiksav. Utelamdeni, and then when we say Tlamdeni is hu b'chinas Torah shebal peh chulu, to teach me, that's the level of Torah shebal peh. V'ayim ha'shekosu b'dibur hamaschil ani l'doidi b'inyan el beis imi v'el cheder Hirasi, in that pasuk. V'ayim ha'shekosu b'mokem achar b'pirush al teiroscho shel limadetonu, u'mashekosu Mashikosuv, is it b'dibur hamaschil?
Yes.
What is that? Base
Yes.
dollar day, right?
Yes.
I'm missing the dollar over here. Okay. Mashikosuv b'dibur hamaschil v'chol banayich l'mudei havaya v'ayin me'inyan Torah shebiksav Torah shebal peh b'parshas vayakel daf reish u'b'parshas breishis daf nun omed beis. So this level, going back to the two levels of tzaddikim bal tshuva, so this level is ubchinas tzaddikim. That's the level of tzaddikim, because tzaddikim shenikra im achim. The tzaddikim are called brothers, as we say, ki och li chulu kinal, as mentioned before. Shekol avedoso milmaylo lamato, because their entire service is from above to below, which means lahamshichulu, to draw down into this world. They are the ones that bring down Hashem's dwelling place into the worlds below. B'Shir Hashirim u'Beparshas Shmois Reish Perik Hey u'Bezohar Vayeshev Kupei Daled Aleph u'Beparshas Shmois, and then also Me'inyan Anahokcha V'Yecha El Beis Imi. That's in the Parshas Pekudei Daf Reish Nun Zayin Seif Amud Beis. Okay. So that's all the madrega of tzaddikim. So now we're going to explain the level of Baal Tshuva. Madrega Shenis, what's the second level? Ubchinas Baal Tshuva. That's the level of Baal Tshuva. Zen Emar, about the second level, it's written Em Tzocho Bachutz Ashokcha Gam Lo Yovoizuli. I find you on the outside, and I will give you to drink. And also, lo yavoizuli, they won't shame me, they won't degrade. Kihine, Baal Tshuva, einoi al avedas dafke. When we talk about Tshuva, we're not specifically talking, he's doing Tshuva for avedas. Ki'im, gam al mi shehu nifrat, also Tshuva applies to one who is separate. He's a nifrat. And he's not full of excitement. He's not full of passion. He's not. If you have people who are occupied in business, they're not always to Hashem. He just sets up time for studying Torah. So when he returns from his occupation and goes back to his learning, that's nikrat tshuva. That's called return. That means that he's changed, he's returned from that which he occupied himself in the beginning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Robert.
Can you hear me? Something happened over here in my picture.
I don't know what happened in your pictures, yet I hear you.
Okay,
Your pictures disappear actually from my computer.
Okay, let's just continue without the picture. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
It's appear again.
What?
Disappear again.
Okay. כשחוזר, עדיין ששוב מה שעשו בו. על ידי זה נעשה גודל ההספילוס ביוסף. That brings about the great hispilus. More this is more excitement. Had he not been occupied in worldly matters, and he never left Torah, his learning Torah wouldn't be so excited when he comes back to the Torah. But since he had to tear himself away from Torah, so then that's called return, and that brings a great simcha, a great excitement, because he's back into Torah. Because the truth is, when we talk about Malachim, it's written that they all stand in the height of the world. So what does it mean they're standing? Aimdim means that they're constantly at one level. They are always in a level of subjugation, and there's one standing. They don't change. It's not to come back or something. They're always on the level of on the highest level. Because they're always in the level of bittul. So she is pilus. So there is no to what kind of another essence should it change that there should be an excitement. Shushina mahus. Because there's nothing there. He doesn't change anything. His bittul is always. There's no change. But by the asek, is that the word? Am I reading correctly? Be'asek
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Be'asek meaning when the person is occupied in a business or something else, and then he comes back to Torah, that then he's in excitement. Now he becomes all excited. Why? That he changed his essence. First, he was business in worldly matter, and now he becomes a lemay. So there is a spilus over there versus the malachim, which is an oimed. He always stands in that level of bit. Vagam. So although this excitement that back to Torah, that is only impacts the vitalizing soul alone. But still that is very high. Because that's the level in which you subdue the other side. By subduing the other side, so then he arouses. By the iskafia sitra achra, arouses then that which he was in the beginning. There's no, I'm reading it correctly, right?
Yes.
And the splendor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu goes higher and higher. Why does it go higher and higher? That is from that beginning, the blessed godliness was removed. Like it says in Zerchel Gimel Daf Chofam at Beis, that the Haaret goes up higher and higher. So when it comes at a time, then the Gilu Elikus that was Lamata goes away higher and higher, leaves. So from that same place, that was the beginning. In Vishom Mamesh, Yumshach Hagilu V'Hamshocha Lamata. So here actually should extend the Gilu and Hamshocha Lamata. So again, that's why this is such a high place that we're talking about. And so that excitement actually brings you back to a very high place. The pasuk says, just as when you left Mitzrayim, I will show you wonders. That is like we experienced in double Matan Torah. The Ksiv, over there it says, Ponim Diber Havaya. So what does it mean? Hashem spoke to you face to face. That means Gilui Elakus Lamata. That means that the godliness was revealed below Bebchinas Ponim. It was in the way of Ponim Beponim. How did that happen? Hoyo Tzorich Liyas Tchila Hester Ponim. So we needed to have Mitzrayim. Before we can get the Torah, they needed to have that hiding of Hashem's place, which is Golus Mitzrayim. That's the exile of Egypt, that we know that the Redu Shana, we had for 210 years, Redu Shana, so that it should be able to be face to face, to get that Gilu Elokus, to have godliness revealed in a level of Panim B'Panim. We needed to have first that Helem, that Mitzrayim, to go through that experience. So I mashakosum is that save the Abraham Aschil by David Elikim Chulu Ani Havaya Beirachul. Hey, now that of the Churban Bayis Rishon V'Sheni. Similar in the destruction of the first Beis Hamikdash and the second Beis Hamikdash. Shu Machmas the Kutshabrichu is Stalik Le'elo Le'elo, because the Kutshabrichu where goes above and above. So the Beis Hamikdash is destroyed. There's no more Gilui Elokus. B'Bchinas Hester Chulu, in a way of Hester, in which the godliness is obscured, is hidden, is left, is away. So what is the intent? What is the purpose of this hiding of Hashem's face when L'solik Leila Leila? Godel his spilus l'mailo, so that there should be Godel his spilus l'mailo, that there should be a great excitement above, that when we come back and we reveal it, is going to be a great his spilus, a great commercial ha'avim aben. As for example, a father with a son, kasher ha'ov mistater mimenu, when the son hides from him, the father hides from his son. Azai tzoyek haben lalis elov. Then the son screams, he wants to go up to his father. That's actually what the father wants. He wants his son to want to go up. That's why he hides. So he's not hiding because he wants to hide. He's hiding because he wants the son to bring out that the son should want to go up to him. Because of the Hester Ponim, the hiding of the face, that because of the davening and the learning, that he's the Balaisik, he's not there. So there is no clear face connection with Hashem. That would bring about a tremendous excitement, which is kafir, that the other side is subdued, that he drops all the gashmis, the thing, the asik, and he goes and learns Torah and does mitzvahs. And he arouses from that level that there was the histalkus that went above. Sheyiya bechinas his galus lamato canal, that it should be in a level of revealed below. That's the level of Baal Shuvah. V'zehu, and this is the meaning of emtza'acha b'chutz ashakcha. Emtza'acha b'chutz hainu ma shehu b'chinas chutz. Emtza'acha, that is which is on the level of outside. Shu b'chinas Baal Shuvah, that is the level of Baal Shuvah. Emtza'acha b'chutz, from the outside. V'ayin B'parshas Achrei Daf Ayin Ches Omed Aleph Al Posuk, right?
Oh yeah, the Al Posuk, yes.
Yeah, okay. Al Posuk Ledes Posuk Ledes Bayis and Ledes Chutz. B'parshas Toldos Kufim Aleph Omed Beis Al Posuk Chochmos B'chutz V'ayim Asher Kosu Mizeh B'divra Maschil Ba'aloischo. So Davke Emtzacha b'chutz, through Davke, that through the level of chutz is Emtzacha. And what happens? Ashakacha. then you get kissed by Hashem. Al Yidei Zeh Nase, that way it becomes a shokha, a kiss, which is the level of a shokha, that's bebchinas nishikin, that's the level of a kiss, which is dapkus, berucha berucha, that's the cleaving spirit to spirit, kulu. That's what we say, Baruch Ato Hashem, Sheyiyeh mebchinas Baruch, Chulu, from Baruch Ato Hashem should be Hamshachas Begilu Ato, Baruch Ato, that you should be Nimshach, and from the level of Baruch Begilu Ato to be revealed. But in what way should it be? We should have it both together. We should have the level of tzaddikim and Baal Tshuva together. We want that yitnech k'ochli, that level of being like a brother b'emtzocho b'chutz. Och, we said before, my brother, that's the level of tzaddikim. And the tzocho b'chutz, that's the level of Baal Tshuva. We want that these two madreges shneim b'bas achas, they should be both together. A tzaddik and a Baal Tshuva together. The hainu sheyiyeh b'chinas ischabrus tzaddikim b'al tshuva, to be the connecting both of the tzaddikim and the Baal Tshuva, to make him together. Ki'inyan Maimon HaZoyar. This is similar to the saying of the Zoyar that osim b'shicha la'asova tzadikayo b'tiyufta, that Mashiach will bring the tzaddikim into tshuva, into tiyufta. In other words, that even tzaddikim will be at the Maila of Baal Tshuva. And as it's written, Mizeh b'dibra maschil, Yom Tov Sheni gabe Shmini Atzeres. Ukatzas Chazal, this is also as the advice of our sages, called Yom of B'tshuva. That means Shegam, the Hainu, Shegam, Atzadik, Yase, Tshuva. That also the tactics to do tshuva. So what is the tzaddik we're saying? Tzaddikim will do tshuva. The hainu alma shelo hoyu habitul kolkach, because the subjugation, not that he didn't do anything, but he didn't have so much bittul. Kimoy shelo hoyu bebitul kolkach b'tfila, and it wasn't so great a bittul also in the davening. I guess because the Baal Tshuva, because he comes from a level of return, so he's doing with more his spilus, there's more bittul there, but he does, the tzaddik never experiences that, so it's not such a great level of bittul. It wasn't such a great bittul. V'ayin mashekosu b'dibra maschil matoivu gabe v'hatshuva hagimul. V'ayin mashekosu b'dibra maschil shuva Yisrael. V'inyan mashekosu Yaakov, b'mashe omar Yaakov Avinu im yiyah l'kimimoti shmarani l'choyu. V'achshav higia l'bchinas habitl, and now he reaches bitl. Before he wasn't so bitl, and now he reaches bitl. Zehu tshuva shaloi. That's his tshuva. So the tshuva again is not for any averus or something like that, but that tshuva is poshet because previously it wasn't at such a high madrege of bitl, and now he reaches the highest madreges of bitl. V'al yidei zeh, and through din yiyu yiyeh kol dinim misabrim minei. So this will bring that all judgment will be removed from him. She'ein shum achiza l'chatzonim. There is no hold up for the chatzonim, which is what the pasuk says. Gam lo yovoizuli emtzach b'shuk ashakcha says gam lo yovoizuli. The Maimon Razal as our sages of blessed memory say, Im Yisrael Eisim Shuva Nigolim, that if you can do teshuva, if you do teshuva, you get redemption, which means Sheikir Hester Hu Machmas Di Stale Kutsha B'richu Le'ela. The main blockage, obscurity, is because Hashem goes up. He goes up above Chulu. But Vayidei HaTshuva, you said before, Ma'oirer Liyis is Galus Lamato. Over there, you wake up aroused that it should be revealed below. Umemeila Nigolim. So then you get back that level of Kutsha B'richu that removed comes back and redeems you. And then we have Uteshuva, Utefila, Utzedakah. So when we say Tshuva, Tefila, Tzedakah, Ma'avidin, Esrei, Agzeira. So that has all the levels, because Uteshuva, Utefila, Tzedakah, Chulu means the Hainu Sadikim. That's the level of Tzedakah we said for the Derech Hashem. And Teshuva, Ubal Tshuva B'yachad. As opposed to one is on the one Chulu, then you don't have the full Madrega. So you need to have Tshuva, Tefillah, and Tzedakah in order to bring about Mavirin Esraya Hagezeira. Okay.
Okay.
Let's leave it over here. And